session. So today we are going to see like what is the use of Alteryx and why we are using it. And this is the tool UI. If you see here, this is Alteryx Designer. So we can come here and we can see like what exactly is this tool is about, and what is the use of Alteryx Designer to empower data analyst by combining data preparation, data blending, analytics, predictive, statistical, spatial, and you can do a lot of things as well. It's not just that we can do spatial, we can do data investigation. There are other things. This interface is all about macro. There are reporting as well. There are preparation and input, output, join, parse, transformation. So these are like the options we have in the and how to create analytic works, apps, and export workflow and migration tool as well. And what are the things we can see here, like how to connect, what is our global data connection, and this is the canvas. If you see the UI, so these are like the menus of Alteryx, which we can see here. And also like here, you can see there are a lot of options are there. Connectors are there. You can connect with Amazon S3, Amazon S3 download, upload, address, demographic analysis we can do. Okay. There are developer option where we have like API output, Apache Spark, all these things are there. So there are a lot we can do with the Alteryx, but yes, we are going to see the basics concept first and then moving into the advanced topics or advanced uh, components of all this. So mostly we will be looking these components: input, output, and then preparation, then join, then parse, then transform, then database. How many database and what all the database connection we have available in the Alteryx tool. So that also we will be looking into that. So the first thing, what is Alteryx? Here we can go to alteryx.com or why Alteryx. We can come here, so we can do like a high level of automations and a lot of data analytics. We can create a lot of processes which can be automated, and we can connect and which can help us to in terms of reporting or data science or machine learning. So any scalable uh, objective we want to achieve, or like scalable data we have, like a big data, and we want to load that data, transform that data. When it comes to like Alteryx, you can process more than 30, 50 n number of data as well. So that is the capacity, and it is fully on-prem solution. So that is the first thing, and we can download it from here. Alteryx download here. You can come to the products, and this link alteryx.com products Alteryx Designer. This is what we need, Alteryx Designer. And here you can come like System Designer and start free trial. So it is having like you can create a workflows of like 300 plus drag and drop analytics automation tool, and it has a we can integrate like 80 plus data sources over 70 different tools as well. So that also we can do. Okay. And there are other options like we have a now every tool, like you can see like data science or infused with generative AI and like cloud connection. Those things are also available in the tool. But our major focus is on the designer and how to create workflows and how to uh, do some kind of data transformation, like cleaning the data, filtering the data, adding some formula, generating like rows. So you can click on the example and here it will showcase, right? So here it will give you like what are the components we require to generate those rows. So every component has an example. We can learn either from the example as well, like you can run this entire workflow as well. And here you can click run and it will showcase like how much data it has processed. So we can see that, right? So here we can come and here we can see like generate 168 rows. So uh, what are the columns? It has customer ID, account number, account limit, authorized users, authorized account open date, close date, end date. So those things are also available in this tool. And what are the tools components it has used? So this is like a input to generate the rows can be used to generate a new data set, like kind of a dummy data set, and then generating rows with the input data set. So here this is a text input tool where there is a data has been added. If I want to add like any another row, so I can insert a new row over here, and here I can just keep it, for example, 188,907, and then let's say 10,000, and here we can keep 4. And if I run the again this solution, the entire solution, we should be able to see that. So if I come here, for example, here and just run, we can click on the generate rows. So basically what is happening, this is like a combined, and if you see like authorized users created by in the back. So we can see like how these are connected. So this input tool is connected. The data has been entered, but when we are trying to process the data, there is some error also we are getting. So last run, you can see like what was the last run, right? And configuration also we can see. So these are like couple of here we can see the output. Like if I'm running this particular solution only, and here I can come and I can see like whether the record has been added or not, right? So if here we added this data, so here we can see the record has been added over here, but there is no account open date and like other things are not there. So if there is a column, we can add those as well, like 2015, and let's say November 11, and then 20, and then 10, and then 09. So if we run this again, this particular, we can right click and we can add browse after, or we can convert this into macro. These are like the components we can run, and we can just check like whether this is working or this particular data is getting entered or not. So we can see here the data has been entered. We can delete this rows. But there are a lot of things we can explore with this uh, components. You can like double click and open the example of this create samples. So it will create a randomly, it will generate some sample data which is there in the backend. So it will take some data from the system. Somebody has entered this data where it has a credit history, purpose, amount, saving. So what is the use of this sample workflow? Yeah. And why we are using this is a create sample component to specify the percentage of the rows that are desired in the estimation. So this is talking about the data. And from here, we can use this data for our own analysis purpose, or we want to just create some kind of uh, analytics, or connect with the Alteryx or Power BI, connect with the Power BI, or connect with Tableau as well. We can do that. There are a lot of other components. We can see a random sample, which is basically like a kind of a data science or machine learning. So when you are working on data science concepts, then mostly we'll be working with this kind of create point, distance, nearest. These are like algorithms which are configured with the tool directly. And that is giving us the option to work on these components and like use the data, right? So these are like the kind of components which we will be looking into that, and how to connect. So this is the basic objective of like Alteryx, why we are using it to save the time as well. And it is a self-service drive analytics platform, and to prepare the data, like visualize or blend the data or create reports as well. So I have like a lot of solution also I have created here, where I can show you like year over year sales, right? Or so if you see like kind of a workflow has been created here, which will help you to understand like how the data connection and components we have used, and how the data is getting loaded. So this is just a text data, and this is some CSV data. I can run this entire workflow and it will give us the record. So if you see like finish run load history. So if we come here in the down, we can see the final output has been generated. So this is like a kind of a not complex, I would say, but it's still like there are a lot of things we have used during creating these components, like to find the record ID, to filter those record ID, and then dynamic input also, then text to column, then here you have select like out of that which all the things you need. And then here we can see like there is an incremental load and load history is also there, right? So these are some of the basics macro, or you can say like uh, the macro has been created, or we have something like web scraping data as well. So how to uh, extract the data from a website. So that also like we can see here by providing the URL, how to do that. Then I will be taking you through all this concept. The basic idea to start this session was to understand some other tools as well apart from Power BI. So Power BI sessions will be going on, and simultaneously we will be also learning about like Alteryx tool and Tableau as well. We have we I'm planning to start Tableau sessions as well. So those things will be also coming up, right? So this is the basic objective of creating Alteryx, or using the Alteryx tool, why we are using the Alteryx platform to do some kind of automation, and then sharing those. So what is the use of Alteryx? Okay, it is popular for data cleansing, data enrichment, data exploration, data preparation, data wrangling. So these are like very important thing which we will be doing everything, and we will be creating this kind of workflows over the Alteryx. Okay, so those things we will be looking into that, and also how to create macro. So there are like a lot of macros as well, and like what is the best practices. So I have some documents as well, like how to create it and how to publish those, to deploy those Alteryx, and I'll be taking you through Alteryx architecture first. So uh, let me see if I have anything. So, so I have some questions also I have prepared. I can share this with you guys, like what are the tools and things we required, and what is the actually like Alteryx. So Alteryx has a Alteryx developer, Alteryx designer, Alteryx server where we are publishing our workflow flows, and the Alteryx platform, what exactly it has. So if you see like Alteryx platform, it has a Alteryx designer where we'll be working. Server is basically web interface, controller, worker, and persistence. And then Alteryx connect to connect app, or like publishing, or Alteryx promote, so do some kind of predictive modeling or scaling more capabilities. So what is the use of those? So those things I have as a documented, so that also I can share with you. That's not an issue, and I can explain you about all these components, like how this works and what is the architecture. So basically, like the Alteryx is a on-prem tool first of all, and it is in a system. So everything, like if we are loading 30 GB of data, it will impact to our uh, local drive. So it will be loading all the data to the Alteryx environment. So you see, you should have enough space to work on the Alteryx tool as well. Alteryx Designer, it is itself, this tool itself has around 4 GB of tool. This tool, when we are downloading and installing, You'll get to know in control panel, like what is the size of the tool. And then slowly we can explore all these components. So this is like a high level about Alteryx, like what is the use of Alteryx, why we are using, and there are tutorials as well. Like if you see, Alteryx has provided sample data sets. There is a community of Alteryx which is really helpful. Like in case if we have to Alteryx community where we can learn as well, we can engage, we can connect with the people new to Alteryx Designer. So if you want to learn something about Alteryx, so it has a academy or a Sparky education. So where they have their own platform of learning and the solution they have created. So where you can go through and learn all these things as well. So this is like a high level about Alteryx. So thank you very much and keep watching, like, subscribe, and comment, and share your feedback. Like, what would you like to learn? So, in terms of Power BI, in terms of Alteryx, in terms of Tableau or SQL. So, thank you very much and stay tuned.